was built and invented in London University. 1994 was the first device that came out of London University, and it was invented by the co-inventor of the pacemaker, who was commissioned by the Multiple Sclerosis Society to do a device that would be like a pacemaker for the motor nerve. Like the pacemaker replaces the signal of the pacemaker cells, this device was meant to replace the signal of the motor nerve. He developed a signal that is similar to the signal of the motor nerve that amplifies the signal of the motor nerve. The motor nerve amplifies the signals of the other motor nerves around it, and this wave of motor nerve signals reaches the brain. The brain, in response to that, releases hormones. The hormones will burn the fat and build the muscle. From here to here, there's 9 waveforms that primarily do lymphatic drainage. The virtual gym separates the red blood cells, so the blood assists in the lymphatic drainage as well as oxygenates the cells and brings nutrients to the cells and antibodies to the sites of action, so your immune system gets stronger. Virtual gym has 24 waveforms. These waveforms target 24 layers of the body, all the way from visceral fat to skin. So you have 9 waveforms for visceral fat up to here. You have 9 waveforms for deeper muscle for athletes that want to increase their stamina, their core strength, or their speed. You have 6 waveforms for subcutaneous fat, 6 waveforms for subcutaneous superficial muscle, and then you have 9 waveforms also for skin tightening, lymphatic drainage, and cellulite. The virtual gym is primarily for people who cannot exercise, who have difficulty exercising, who are overweight and they don't feel like going to the gym. It's fantastic for women after pregnancy because you can get them flat in a few sessions. In later versions of the technology, we found that this device is the only device that can work on visceral fat, and that it works through the hormones to give you a full contraction that is similar to when you're exercising in the gym. This technology is quite different, and it's based on much newer research, primarily my research, on ion channels, and it involves very low proprietary energies at which it has been mathematically proven since 2008 that the ion channels of the cells open up and allow ions as well as signals, which is what our technology is all about, to enter the cells. Age reversal process that happens with this technology that we have not seen with anything else in the world. Now, this technology started, the concept started in the year 2000. This device came out in 2011. And since then, we have made a lot of research. So we're talking about almost 18 years of research that can bring us to the latest invention of this technology that is really unique in this world. Nobody else has it.
Yeah.
We are the only ones who have this technology. You detox your entire body. When your body is detoxified, this is what aging is. Aging is increased toxicity. So when your body is detoxified, of course your immune system is going to start working better. Now the other aspect is that it separates the red blood cells. We don't know why, but we have proved it experimentally, that it separates the red blood cells. Because it separates the red blood cells can carry antibodies much faster than it would be when the cells are all like traffic in Hong Kong at rush hour. So the cells are separate so they can carry oxygens and nutrients to the cell. That's enhanced health right there. And it also can carry the antibodies to the sites of action. So imagine somebody carrying a heart from here to the hospital in rush hour. Well, the patient will die. However, if there is no traffic, the separation of the red blood cells, then the heart will get to hospital time, the patient will survive. So it's a lot of great benefits. But the most important benefit is that both devices reinstate cellular communications. The health builder, in addition, increases hormonal balance because your hormones decline with age. So now, because of the secretion of hormones that are necessary, like when you go to the gym, you're going to be much healthier. Utilizes fat as an energy source to build muscle. And all the waveforms, complex waveforms that do that, and again, these waveforms are uniquely made by many, many waveforms like a puzzle. Now, this is the only technology that reaches visceral fat because of the waveform, and because, remember I told you, you can have a contraction that lasts up to 4 to 6.5 seconds. This is not something you can sustain in a sit-up. And you do about 1,000 of those. You do 1,000 of these exercises. So that's how you can work on visceral fat. If you go to the gym when you're 65 years old, yes, you're going to build the muscle, but it's going to go above the visceral fat. This technology will help you to go all the way in. It works on visceral fat and, of course, on subcutaneous fat, which is much easier. And we have done experiments that have actually proved that. With a significance levels of 1%. How the immune system is deteriorating as a result of aging, and how detoxification and hormonal balance will help that. But what this will do, primarily the IELLIOS, is will help communications within the cells. There has been a lot of research that has shown that when aging occurs, communications between cells are significantly diminished, and there is a lot of experimental laboratory evidence on that. So what we do, we revive these communications, and by reviving these communications, of course, you are prolonging that process a lot more. You're not going to go back to being 10 years old, but not yet. But you do prolong that process, so you stay younger much longer. And you also look younger. You look fresher, you look healthier, and that is the most important thing. We also have seen pain relief, quite substantially, yes. Mobility increase, wounds, pigmentations, a lot of different benefits. And reinstates the signaling pathways that will reinstate that younger, fresher look that is natural.
Oh, really?
And that's natural, yeah, because nothing else, everything else, people look without wrinkles, but you still know their age. Here, you don't know their age, you see, and that is the important thing. They're fresher, they look younger, and naturally younger.
May I ask you one embarrassed question? How old are you? And
I'm 65 years old.
Wow. Incredible. Yeah, incredible.